Hello, Factorio people. Welcome to Krastorio Reverse Megabase. You may have seen Nilaus's Reverse Megabase, where he used some creative sandbox tools to build the labs that made X amount of science and then worked backwards from there. And that's what we're going to do now, but with the Krastorio 2 mod. Because I started playing a Krastorio 2 save with the intention of doing a new Megabase, and I realised I could not be bothered. So let me run you through the whole shebang, shall we? Let's turn alt mode on so you can see. Here we have, this is the way I've done it, which isn't necessarily the best way to do it, but it's the way I decided to do it. Here we have a whole suite of infinity chests, each one with a filter to select one of Krastorio 2's many items. That feeds into a logistics chest, 50 items, just a simple circuit condition, anything, everything, 50. You don't then need to set the logistic filters on the chest because the logistics network is smart enough to know, oh, this already has constant combinators in, so only put constant combinators in. So this just gives us infinite supply of everything we could want. A few things obviously like, oh, I was going to say like belts, but I must have broken that at some point. We can tweak all this later. You know, and then our personal... But we're basically in the end game in a brand new map. There's no water, there's no trees, there's no cliffs, there's no rocks, there's no enemies. We have free reign to do what we wish. And we're going to build a base in reverse. And the target is, drumroll please, the target is 5,000 science per minute. If you've watched my Megabase video, you will know that that was that was advertised as 3,700 per minute. And then somebody very kindly pointed out, mate, you've got speed modules in your labs, not production modules. Which was extremely embarrassing for me. But good in a way, because that meant we were making slightly more than 4,000 science per minute in the end. So 5,000 seems like a good target here. Krastorio 2 has the very large roboports that cover a large area. And the only other thing I've done is, beyond filling this small starter lake, even when you select no water, the game gives you some water anyway. We'll fix this with a water fill mod later, but we won't need it for a while, so I'm not bothered. Is do a chunk aligned grid square. Which, I don't need that. Wait, what's happening? Oh. There was something in this space, and I got rid of it. Let me just fix that. There we go. I also use the command line to research everything up to the infinite text. And we are good to go. So I think the first thing we're going to do is, here's my chunk aligned grid square. I can show you it's chunk aligned by show tile grid. Each one of the pylons is exactly on the intersection of the chunks, and then they are, so each grid square is 9 chunks with a radar in one corner and the the giant roboport in another corner. And then the one blueprint we have for this new series is just that. So because there's no trees or rocks or anything, we can just get started with this, and you can see, because we've got everything already, there we go, that'll do. Look at the robots go. Look at the radars go. Oh, this is satisfying. This is extremely satisfying. Nice. Okay. The other mods I have are Squeak Through, Rate Calculator, and probably something else that I've forgotten. Don't worry about that. I've got a Spidertron here with rails and trains and stuff. I don't know if I'm going to put rails and trains in my own inventory. We'll see. We'll see what I need. And, oh, an electric energy interface, which is another cheat item you can add in the command line to just give us basically infinite power up until the point where we need to design our own power supply system. And a large Krastorio 2 storage warehouse for any overflow for logistics that then just goes into infinity chests that remove unfiltered items. So if we need to destroy something, for example, that's already got a load of iron or copper or iron ore or something, just anything that's not already in these chests, then it'll just go here and get rid of it. It's a blank canvas. Episode 1, it's a blank canvas. Right, let's go, shall we? The first thing we need is to work out exactly how many singularity labs we are going to need. So let's take 25 singularity labs. I mean, I could just take one of everything, really, and then... These are very large in Krastorio 2. They need power. They can take 4 prod modules, so we'll do that straight away. Ah, some logistics bots giving me some more productivity modules. And also work out the beacon setup for it. And while I'm doing all this, I will explain to you. I did 40 something days, maybe 39 days of chess puzzles. And during those 30 odd days, I got around 10 views, maybe. Oh, I have even distribution on, clearly. I did not get many views for it, which is fine. People can watch what they want. People don't owe me anything. What's the most number of beacons I'm going to get around this while also leaving power? These go exactly 6, so... Oh, also we need to actually have room for the cards to go in. So I should probably also think of that. Anyway, basically, I put out like maybe 35 hours of chess content, which was not necessarily about chess, it was more just about hanging out and having a good time and doing some chess puzzles on the side. And nobody watched it. That's fine. I'm okay with that. Meanwhile, the Krastorio Megabase video just continued to rack up views. And so, you know, much like the UK's Chancellor of the Exchequer, I understand and I've listened. So here it is, here's the content everybody wanted, more Factorio. I kind of thought we were done with Factorio as a community. I thought everyone had seen everything there is to do. But you know, people want what they want. Right, how are we going to get the card? We need 6 cards. We could use logistics chests. I should probably have some logistics chests in my inventory. We could use logistics chests. Will 1 logistics chest be enough? The inserters in Krastorio 2 are quite fast. Will this be enough? Will this be enough? That's a good question. I suppose the only way to find out is to cover the whole thing in beacons and a power supply. And we'll see. The power supply is probably going to have to go on this edge so that when they tile this way, it's all fine. Which is kind of annoying. But anyway. Speed modules, in you go. And I've put this in just about an awkward enough place to... The Spidertron I do not want doing any of this stuff. I should have possibly realised that this was going to happen. Where's my Spidertron remote gone? Ah, just walk it manually. Spidertron has the portable antimatter reactor from Krastorio 2, some robots, some big personal batteries, and 3 sets of exoskeletons, which may be overkill, but whatever, get rid of it. I'll get a lab for it later. A lab? A remote for it later. I was looking at the lab, that's why. Okay. Must be actively researching to calculate lab rates. Well, that's good fun. Okay, let's mimic the system with an infinity chest here, storage chest here, one arm here. We can take the same system with the circuits like this and just say keep moving until there's 50 of everything. Oh, that's not going to work, is it? Because it's going to just move whatever it picks up first from this chest. Alright, so I'm going to need 6 of these, basically. In they come. Oh, if I turn my own roboports on, then I wouldn't have to wait for the global robots to do their job. Please give me... the 6 cards that we actually want are... production tech cards, utility tech cards, which are basically the same as the purple and yellow science from the base game, optimization, which is space, and then the extra ones for the end game, matter, advanced, and singularity. Right. And then you're going to ask for all of those as well, and we'll see if one lab can keep, one arm with one chest can keep up. And I should select a research. Let's start with some mining productivity, shall we? 57,000 tech cards is the first one from the infinite tech. Please tell me I turn the research queue on. Good. And we're off. We have begun. They do plough through those, don't they? Ah, it's not enough. You see that? It's stalled. It's stalled there for a moment. Luckily, there's an extra space here. Because these are 2 by 2. So we can do this like this. And tell you to just do those 3 and tell you to just do those 3. That should be fine, right? Okay. My issue with this kind of design is that it works for one lab, but if we're going to do 5,000 science per minute, we're going to need, oh boy, 62 of these, which is a lot of space and a lot of robots moving things around. Is that going to work? 62 of this? With robots flying around everywhere. There is, in Krastorio 2, a smaller roboport, but it might be prudent to use the large roboport. Just because of how large it is. The other issue with using logistics robots, this one doesn't have any speed modules in it. Do they all have speed modules in? Right, let's recalculate this. So that's not going to make a huge difference, but probably 61 now. Oh, is it 60? Is it a flat 60? It is a flat 60. That's quite nice. The issue with using logistics robots, specifically with this thing that I've done here, is that the whole base is going to be covered in a logistics roboport, which I'm not necessarily going to actually want. Because my labs are down here, a logistics robot from all the way up here might decide that it's going to try and do this job and fly down. And there's no way I could get rid of a whole bunch of these roboports or just turn them to construction mode. My phone is ringing. That's really inconvenient. You could have picked a better time to ring me, to be honest. I'm going to have to ring you back. You can turn roboports in Krastorio 2 from construction to logistics mode, or both. So I suppose I could turn these into construction mode. I mean, the only other option is to use belts, of course. And it might just make more sense to start to use belts, because then I just don't have this problem. Designing a lab like this to take in 3 separate inputs of belts will be doable easily at the cost of several of the singularity beacons. So, like 2 up here are gonna have, well, no, only 1 up here has to go. Only this one has to go here. But quite how many need to go down here is another question. Because you need... let's get rid of these. So if I turn my own roboports off, you'll see that the robots will take these. They'll put the logistics chests back in the logistics chest box. The infinity chest back there, and then the cards all went in there. As far as I can tell. Anyway. So they're just gone in the bin, basically. They're gone forever, but that's fine. We're in cheat mode. It's okay. So another one there, and like another one there. And then this one can come in like this, and then leave. Thankfully, there's 2 more tiers of belts in Krastorio 2, green and then purple. And the purple undergrounds are very fast and very long. But also very expensive. But that doesn't make any difference for us right now, does it? And then... oh no, we're going to need... oh no, this is fine. This is fine from what I can see. Turn my robots back on. This one can go from... no, it's not going to work. Just going to have to... it is going to have to do this. It's going to have to go like this. Down. Up. And back out like this. They're so fast, they look like they're going backwards with that sort of, what's that effect called in, where you take pictures of rolling shutter, the rolling shutter effect. It's moving forwards, but because we're only seeing an odd number of frames, non-odd is in the opposite of even, but anyway, I know what I'm trying to say, and you should too. The other option is to do... this. It's possible I don't need that. That would get us an extra beacon. Why did cop cut instead of... so I guess we should test this as well. We're going to need... I should probably put infinity chests on my hotbar. There we go. We're going to need this one, this one, this one, this one. So yeah, this is going to be the general vibe. We're going to just be trying to test and optimize things as best we can. UPS will eventually be a factor, probably, especially if we hit 5,000 and get rid of all this, please. But you know, 5,000 is the beginner goal. So that one obviously is fine. They've gone in acceptably. Optimization, and so this is what we're really testing, is we're testing to see whether one inserter here can do enough, and it must be able to, because we had one inserter doing 3 cards before, but that was 3 from a chest, which is ever so slightly different than from a belt, but not by much. I don't see this being a problem. Oh, it stalled there for a second. It's stalling on these, which is very interesting. Ah, come on. What are you doing? Don't do me like this, Factorio. Alright, that was fine. I think it's fine. I think this is working. Why this works, but you still need to insert us here is anyone's guess. Do we eke out any more space from this? Not really. I think this is the best we're going to manage. Yeah. Alright, let's go with this. This takes the requirement of a logistics network out of this system. And then I can start just chaining these. And I might be able to just say... What's going on here? Oh, nothing. Sorry, the yellow of the alt mode arrow confused me because I thought maybe some yellow ones had ended up on the other side of the belt. And I was like, what? What? Alright, so for this we're going to need more than 60 now because I've taken some speed modules away. Yeah, 64? That would have been nice, wouldn't it? Looks like it's going to be 66. 66 is very accurately. 5,000 per minute, 66. 11 rows of 6. 6 rows of 11. The purple belts are 90 per second. Is that correct? Yeah, 90 per second. So I'm not anticipating any issues with throughput on the belt. Alright. And he's definitely got prod modules in. Yes, thank you. Thank you very much. So 1, 2, 3. Is that wide? 6. I mean, let's turn my robots off and move this so that everything goes into where it should go. Yep, look at all that junk going away. Nice, you love to see it. This design is fine. There will need to be some consideration for how we get the cards in when we're not doing infinity chests, but that's going to be the next episode because I want these to be, you know, a decent length. But designing the train station that all of these come out of is going to be the next thing. But we can do that. We can do that now as well, in fact. Not the whole train station, but how we get them in. So now that we know that this is okay, we can get rid of these. No, I should keep these. I should keep these for a moment. Just for a moment. 6 will be this long. Do need the extra substation on the end just to make sure everything's powered. Nice. Seeing as we're already over into 2, I feel like 6 rows of 11 is probably fine. Whether I'll get 6 rows in this way is another question. It's going to be close, isn't it? Oh, it's exact. Yeah, 6 rows of 11 is best. Oh, that might mean that this radar has to go already. I don't want to move the very first bloody radar I put down. Alright, another 5. Ooh. Turn my own roboports on for this job. Nice. Get rid of these. Oh, need the substation at the end. You'll notice there's no webcam for this series. Didn't know where to put it on the screen. And also I want to be able to wear the same clothes 2 days in a row. And possibly, you know, scratch my nose if I have to. You know, little things like that. If you want to see my face, then I can't think of a good ending to that joke. I was going to say go to my Instagram, but I don't really put it on there either. Look at this. Satisfying. we're running out of speed modules. Speed modules and singularity beacons. Alright, this is fine. Well, these are the things that we can fix. So this can stop moving, in fact, when there's like 2,000. You can get 2,400 in a chest, that's fine. Move 2,400 of those around, please. Same with prod modules. It's not going to speed things up right this second, but it will speed up the next time. For the next time. And singularity beacons as well. We're going to be using a lot of those. How much do they stack to? 50. Is that the same? Yeah. Alright, fine. 2,400 of those as well. These stack to 10, so give me 480 of these. We're going to be using a lot of those. Good. I couldn't find a way to do this more cleanly in vanilla, because you can't read outstanding logistics requests. That's not something that you can do, as far as I'm aware. So this is only 5 rows, isn't it? So now I'm going to have to tear all this down. Because this is only thinking, processing. Yeah, 4,100. It's quite unassuming, really, isn't it, for 5,000 science per minute, even though this is only 4,000 science per minute. And they're all working, it's all getting to the end, right? There's no issues there. Can't see where there would be. There's no way one row is using 90 per second. Per second? I suppose if we're going to do this properly, we don't need this or this. But then I'll have to go through and change it on each one, and it's not future-proofed either, so actually put that back how it is. Make it future-proof. Future-proofing is the goal here. Don't want to have to, you know, making these small little changes to the ends, yeah, sure, that's neat, but that's something we can do once we know it's definitely sorted. Okay. Let me cut... Turbine roboports off. Let me cut this bit out so that then hopefully we can just go through all of the cards. Then that should make the job slightly easier for the robots. Even though I've got so many robots and they're quite fast. They're quite fast. God, they really do look like they're moving backwards, don't they? I suppose... Is there any reason to put these on output priority first? Not really. It's not going to make that much of a difference. Alright. Be gone. Labs be gone. I should have mentioned the ore settings are on Rail World, but with slightly more richness. So they're further apart than the default settings, but they are more plentiful. So considering our spawn was here, 10 million, 13 million, 22 million, you know. Okay, so if we want 6 rows of this, this first row needs to go as close to the top as possible, but I worry that it's not. I'm not going to fit another row in with this roboport here. I don't think this roboport is strictly necessary. I think the coverage of them is so large that getting rid of one is not going to create a gap in the network for logistics. That would have changed straight away, right? Yeah, it would have gone. It would have changed straight away. I have also set up some infinity chests to add more construction and logistics robots to the network as we see fit. Okay, so that's good. That one can go. Is this exactly where this is going? Is this sensible to put this right next to my hub? Should I start further out? I don't know. I don't really think that far ahead, to be honest with you. I think it's fine, because all that's going to happen here is I'm just going to bring trains in for this. So if the train station goes in this grid square, there might need to be some planning here with this. I was going to do the same layout as my old base, with rails going, you know, with like spines and spokes, which doesn't make any sense because spokes don't come out of spines. But it's not going to be a wheel and spoke, so that also doesn't make any sense. Also, those got forgotten. So if the labs go, like, I could and possibly should use some tags to plan this out. But let's, whoa. Let's start at the beginning, shall we? Let's just get the labs down. I don't even really need to be feeding them with, oh, I'm here. I don't even really need to be feeding them with cards for now, like the mining productivity 17 is already giving us a 160% bonus, and I'm not going to be doing any actual mining for a very long time in this series, I feel like. Yeah, that might be like literally the last thing we do, is set up 10,000 mining outposts. So where is this going? I suppose the further to the right the better, so that there's room for belts to go on the left hand side from the down from the train station, or up from the train station, whatever I decide. And as far up as I can go. Again, the radars are also a bit overkill. One radar is definitely going to cover more than the grid square, but it's fine. We have infinite power and infinite space and infinite radars, so why would I care about that? Is there functionally much difference between any of this? No. Alright, down it goes. This one is also going to need to go, isn't it? Be gone. Has that created a gap? It hasn't. Wow, these are huge, aren't they? That's crazy. These will all go eventually. They're not going to stay because I am going to need smaller logistics network for things like refueling purposes, as you may have seen in my Megabase. I'm going to definitely be utilising that system for fueling trains. These are just more here so that I can do the design work easier. It might be that we sort of stay here and do the design work nearby and then move out, possibly like filling our logistics with exactly what we need and a couple of Spidertrons and just going out and doing it like that. But as I say, we'll see what's the easiest thing to do as time goes by. I thought this was going to fit. Why isn't this going to fit? Is it because of the radar as well? Ah, alright, fine. Get rid of them. Get rid of them. Yeah, that is exactly right. Look at the robots go! Such a satisfying noise. $2,000 construction bots is what I set for now. That is obviously going to have to go up as we move along. 2,000 for now is fine. Okay, let's put... I was going to say let's put this back, but I don't actually think I will. I think I will... $90 a minute. 90 times 6D, 5,400. So one... Oh no, but there's half belts. Oh, balls. Oh no, I should have thought of that. Should have thought of that. I'm going to need 2 of these facilities, doing 2,500 each. That's okay. That's okay. That means I can put the radars back. Hooray! Alright, delete this. Delete this. These robots are going to absolutely hate me by the end of this series. By the end of this video. Delete it, put it back, delete it, put it back. Absolutely crazy. Right, so... 33. Should I have done that? Or should I have tried to put it in one grid square? Thinking. No, I think this is fine. 33 is such an odd number. Yeah. Alright, put the grids back as well. It's also handy, I suppose. Except for this pylon and this pylon, don't need that. And then this can go roughly in the middle, I suppose. More biased towards the right hand edge so that I can have room for the belts. It doesn't need to be that biased. That looks good to me. Just get rid of this radar. Okay. Well, that could have gone a lot further over, in fact. It's fine. There's plenty of space. Alright, so now what we're going to do is just do the belt design portion of this system. So some of the cards go that way, some go that way. Same here. And the same here. And then that is mimicked all the way down. By all the way down, there's only 3 of these now, so in fact, this can all go. This can go, and this can go. And then, in lieu of train stations for now, we can do this. Whoa, I didn't put any belt immunity equipment in my power armor. I probably should do that. Alright, let's get rid of one of these big personal batteries. Don't need it. Don't need it. Belt immunity equipment. Give me an infinity chest. I require belt immunity. What is this? Sniper railgun. What is this? Player ports. Alright, that must just be a debug thing. Where is the... There it is. Give me some belt immunity. And while I'm here, I suppose... Is there anything else that would fit? That is of any value? Don't know what half of this stuff is. 2x2. You know what? It's fine. Get rid of it. The bloody Spidertron did it, didn't they? Whatever, I haven't got time to sort that out. I'll sort that out later. I'll sort that out another day. Hooray, I am immune to conveyor belts. Okay, so then... it doesn't matter which order we do this, but I'm gonna go. I'll go from left to right. Production cards. Utility tech cards. It's not actually from left to right, is it? Because this one is further left than the other one, but you know what I mean. This will take a moment to fill the belts, but this is not actually going to use half of a purple belt. And an inserter can't fill half of a purple belt anyway, as you can clearly see. But I'm not anticipating this being a problem. I'm just going to back up fairly soon. He says. Any minute now. The other thing I'll probably utilise is... oh, how do you do it? C game speed equals 10? Yeah. I'll probably be utilising the command line for the game speed as well, just to do simulations a bit quicker rather than actually sitting here for 10 minutes. I can just put the game speed up. And here you can see with the game speed up, this isn't actually working all the time. So that's not a problem with the setup, it's a problem with how many things are coming out of the chests. So actually what I probably should be doing is I should probably be using loaders. Yeah. Forgot about loaders. So Krastorio, there are loaders. And I've clearly broken that because half of the time it was... loaders just unload the chest at the speed of the belt loader that you've put down. So the purple ones will unload 90 items per second, which is frankly ridiculous. But they are loaders as well as unloaders, so you can use these, and definitely will be utilising these for assembly machines. So this, for example, is the Krastorio 2 high tier assembly machine, and I can just show you this as a quick example, just as a quick exercise before we wrap this video up. So like an infinity chest, I'll do it further away than is necessary so that you can actually see exactly what's happening. And we'll say, give me something hilarious, I don't know, iron gear wheels. So then we unload the iron gear wheels, load them into the assembly machine, and then also unload them from here. So this would say this will just be iron plates. And then the iron gear wheels will come out of there into this that will just get rid of everything. They don't even need power. How gross is that? Faster! No, you don't understand. Faster. These could probably be this now, and that would probably be better. What are you doing? Go faster. I require more iron gear wheels. Yes, so that's a loader. Alright, wow, so some of these will be broken because I loaded the belt with too much from one side, so like here for example. And then here, strangely. Ugh, I mean it's the kind of thing that you should probably just delete and start again. Just put the whole thing back down so that you know that it's all working properly. So, this is gonna sort of be it, really. It's gonna be lots of videos that are like this. Lots of design work. Get rid of that, don't need that. Lots of design work, lots of trial and error, lots of what is the best. And so I hope you enjoyed. There'll be more of this. I'm not set on a schedule yet, but you know, I can record an hour. I've been doing an hour chess video every day for the last month, so don't expect an hour video of this every day. This is a lot more taxing than chess. Brilliant. And if you miss the chess, I can acquiesce to some chess every now and then, if you have any opinions on that either way. Alright, are all these working now? This one isn't working. Why was that not working? Please tell me this is working now. I need this to be working. I don't have... What's wrong with you? You don't have Singularity tech cards. This is easier to fix than this side because this side has all of the splitters, so if it broke once, it broke in several places, like the same here. Just hold F to pick things up off the belt, and you're all good. Are you working now? $2,501. Perfect. There's clearly a rounding error in here somewhere because doubling it doesn't make it 2,500.575. Near as damn it. I'll take that. We take those. We take those. Is that what we're actually getting though? 2,500 per minute. We can turn the game speed up here a bit just to check that the simulation is... It's not entirely stable, is it? Why? One of them will not be working. This one! Whoa! Whoa, 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 whoa. This one's not working. Oh, it's bloody down here as well now. Come on. They all look like they've got 6 pictures now, do they not? 2,500. Game speed, 10. There's no point in doing any more than 10 because I'm pretty sure this caps out at 600 UPS, it just can't cope. Yes, I think it's working. I think it's working. Alright, so now of course the challenge is building literally everything else. This was the easy bit. This was the bit that consumes 2,500 science per minute. Now we have to actually build 2,500 science per minute, which is going to be extremely laborious, but interesting. In my Megabase you will have noticed exactly how many low density structures you need for all of this, and it is a lot. A lot. So I'm looking forward to fixing that issue. I'm also not going to use matter. I'm going to build everything from everything. So, you know, the other base was matter based. I'm not going to do that this time. I feel like, seeing as we've got the ability to build everything quickly and infinitely, there's also no reason to quote-unquote cheat and use matter, which some people find unbalanced, although I think is very interesting. Alright, well, thanks for watching. Please, let me know how you feel about things. And subscribe, of course, if you want to see more of this series as and when it comes out. Other than that, thank you so much. Take care. Why does this logistic system say it has 8,000 of these? Where have they all gone? Yes, there's 2,400 in there. Oh no! Oh, I am going to have to put logistics filters on all of these because this doesn't work. I thought it would prioritise this before overflowing with these, but that's an issue for future me to fix. I'm already regretting being future me. Thanks for watching. See you next time. Bye bye.